Hello everyone, and welcome to the second bonus video in the Airlinesim Let's Play. Today I don't have a guest, I'm my own guest, because the last weekend I was checking out some information about Airlinesim, what the development is like and what is happening. And that led me to the dashboard that I haven't visited for a long time. Now, these are all the game worlds that there are, and these are the ones that I played on or had them activated at some certain time. So you could have seen me there do something or play. And one of the worlds that I never activated was a Riem, which is a very old February 2015 world. There's not that many people there, actually. There's only 158 people. And it's marked Advanced Game World. I checked it out and found out that the reduced traffic demand is actually not a joke. It has a highly reduced traffic demand. And it has no used aircraft, only current types available. So I was wondering about it, and I checked the fleets, and I actually have an idea for you guys. Now, while my main game world is remaining the Gato, where we are playing the PLNN, I decided that, actually the thought that I had, let me backtrack a bit, was at one point last week to bankrupt my PNL airline and move it to Riem, because here it's even harder. But I decided not to do that and instead move back to the basics, because some people who contacted me in the past asked me why I don't bankrupt my PLNN airline and don't start the al-Jazair Airways, my biggest airline that I ever had. It neared 100 aircraft and I owned most of them. So I said, no, I don't want that. Plus there is someone in Algiers. But in Riem, with the reduced traffic demand, it can become a bit interesting. So after a while, I decided yesterday that I'm gonna create a second airline on Riem and start playing there, because it's gonna be a bit more of a challenge. Riem is specific in the fact that it has a number of free places. And I'm putting the emphasis on the free so that you understand what I mean. For example, Cape Verde, one of the places that I played, no one there. Cuba, one of the places I played, no one there. And these aren't just like shitty places. They're really good with high domestic demand and, a lot to be done. But there's no one there. And the only reason why I can think that is because the demand is not big enough to for people to keep interested. So I said, Algiers can be one of those, right? Look at that. Algiers has a number of fucking cities. Okay, that's the capital. It's Algeria is the country. Sorry for that. It has so many domestic airports and one of the biggest domestic markets in the game. How is that possible? But as it turns out, there was really no one there and no one even came. And yeah, so that's it. So I started my secondary airline on Riem, and I plan to, update you guys on it from time to time. Maybe even create a separate Let's Play over time. But, this is just a bonus video for now. I don't know what's going to happen with Al Jazeera, and I'm more invested in PLNN because that one is harder right now. And I hate to divide my attention between two airlines. But let's look at something else, okay? So here is here is Al Jazeera, sorry. You see, that's the reason why I don't like that. So here is Al Jazeera Airways. I created it as a subsidiary of Algerian Sky, which is the parent company. I invested all of my money in Al Jazeera because I'm thinking that I might eventually do an IPO and sell part of it. Now, what is happening here that I decided to have 4 aircraft dedicated to domestic markets, and I grabbed some of the new ones. So we have them all under 2 years of age. The 2 ATRs of the 72 series and 2 ATRs of the 42 series. Pretty good aircraft. pretty decent, very well fitted for Algiers. So I'm happy to have them here for Algeria, to be honest. And I grabbed 2 Embraers 170s. Now these are the smallest aircraft that are not Canada regional jets that I am willing to use as a starting aircraft. Now this is my route map at the current moment. The Embraers are flying to France, which is the main destination for Algerian people, and the domestic aircraft are flying to Algeria. So we have a number of flights going to Oran for daily connections and Constantine for daily connections. All of these are done by the 72s. So if you look at the flight schedule, you will see them. Okay, it's the other way around. So this is Constantine and this is Oran. They switch, so routes 1 and 3 are flown by, no, actually 1 and 5 are flown by one, 7 and 3 by the other, same here. The other domestic routes, which is Hassim Saud, which is Bayaya, Annaba, and Satif and Tlemcen, are all flown with the ATR, the small one, 42-600, which is for some reason marketed as ATR5. I don't know why. It seems weird. Maybe it's because it was ATR 42-500 before. The 600 are the new versions with improved capabilities. Well, never mind. The other destinations in France are flown by the Embraer. So we're flying to Bordeaux, we're flying to Lyon, we're flying to Marseille, we're flying to Nice, and we're flying 2 times per day to Paris Charles de Gaulle. So far, it's looking great. It's as easy as I remember it to be. So we immediately got our flights to Constantine fully booked. They just, make us a 36% margin. The flights to Oran, the same. They make us... I didn't even tweak the prices up. This is just the default price. I could get it to 130 and just rake in money. Hassim Saud again and Annaba completely full, each making us a decent amount of money. So this is going to be just a cash cow. Even through the lowered demand, it's just incredibly Satif, the same. Yes, how much? 1,000. And I can just increase the prices at my leisure until a very breaking point. Now the problem that we're going to face, though, is the international flights. Because when you look at Lyon, for example, you can see that there's not that much demand. This could actually work out. 18, that's about 1/3 of the demand calculated through the first. And we had no actual traffic from feeders. So this looks like it will be full. We already made 3,220. So the overall ending profit should be somewhere around 2,500 for this flight, I believe. Same with Paris. We're making a decent amount of people here. So I think they're going to be okay. I'm not sure if we'll be able to increase it later on. Nice seems like a good choice as well, but I'm worried about the flight from Paris, though. That one, we have no one. Yeah, it showed us just 3 seats. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. But Nice seems pretty good. Again, about 40% of the people were booked in economy and most in business class. So that tells me that my business class is just out of this world and the economy is where I need to work on the prices. But yeah, this is just the basic setup. I'm going to let it run for a bit. I think it's going to make us a margin of about 30% in the end. And I'm going to just look at it from time to time and maybe see what there is to see. Now, why I'm talking about this is this. If it's going to be this easy, I'm going to make it a bit harder on myself, and I'm going to buy these aircraft. The problem with this is when you request a quotation, you will see that, for example, even the ATR 42-600 costs 15 fucking million. So I would need to get the 15 fucking million in advance to pay for the first one, because I have nothing to offer as a counter thing. So I might actually decide to go deeper and find some of these, maybe these ruags, because they're very fast, and buy these. I think I told you guys before that the LETs are the best possible aircraft, and that still fits. But I could purchase 5 of these for 5 million and own them. And when you own something, the bank is way more willing to give you a loan, because you can put these aircraft as a security for that. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna let it run for a bit and then maybe start purchasing some of these smaller aircrafts, because there's a lot of other places we could fly to in Algiers. You can see all these little tiny cities that we could fly to, all of them around here, and the small aircraft can generate quite a lot of money when you bump up the prices. So I might go the alternate route here and just go crazy with the price and just put it up and try to get as much revenue as possible in the short time, so that I'm able to start purchasing aircraft, because there are some incredibly big airlines standing against me here. Like when you look at the fleet list from France, which is going to be my biggest direct competitor, I think we will, look at that. That's one company. This is just one company. It has all, but they don't own their aircraft, which is one. Oh, they own some. They bought some of the Neos. Okay, so there's that. Oh, they actually own some of these Airbus 350-900 XWBs. Shit, man. That's a big fucking thing. Well, anyway, that's all there is from me for this bonus video. I hope you guys will enjoy it. But if you ever look for a good server to play at and really test your mettle, try to get one of these smaller airlines in the remote places and go to Riem and play there, because I think this can be really interesting. What's gonna suffer the most is the international demand. I'm pretty sure of that. So having the Algerian Airways here is gonna be, this is the easy, that's the core, and then we have to start working hard. So yeah, thanks for your attention. Hope you enjoyed the bonus video and enjoy your day. Bye.